Who are you, and who let you in my office? I'm Dan from the Incast. I was told to come in and tell you about a new format that we've been testing for our channel. Okay, I like new ways of playing games. What you got? Yeah, we've been working on a new format. I mean, we're calling it Heroic. So a game like our other game, Villainous, but with heroes this time. No, 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 no. This is a new multiplayer format for Lorcana, your other game. Oh, I like multiplayer games. Yeah, so I mean, we were thinking about what all good Disney movies have in common. They come out during holidays and they make a lot of money. Sure, I guess they make lots of money, but the point is, they all revolve around a hero with their ally and that iconic song. You know, the one that gets stuck in your head that you just can't seem to let it go. Okay, let me write this down. Yeah, so we wanted a format where you got to play with your favorite cards. You know, the characters that you grew up watching, those awesome, masterpieces from Disney that you got to watch with your friends and family and all of that. Well, we want you to be able to create those epic stories here in Lorcana. So a format for everyone, but how do you play it? So to start, you just got to find three friends. But what about strangers? I mean, we want to be inclusive. Yeah, I mean, I guess strangers will work too. But either way, you're going to be playing to 30 lore. But that's more than the normal 20 lore. Yeah, I mean, we tried it with 20 lore and you just got there too quick. And 40 lore, well, it was just too long. So we kind of settled on 30. We like where it is. But the unique thing about Heroic is you get a 100 card deck and it's got to be 100 cards. Oh, yeah. And a singleton. What is singleton? Normally in Lorcana, you can play with up to 4 copies of a card in your deck. Well, in Heroic, you can only have 1 copy of each card in your deck. But what about the puppies? I mean, I guess puppies, because it specifically says you can have more than one. Yeah, we'll allow you to have more than 1 puppy in your deck up to what the card says. But the other thing about your 100 cards is you're going to have 3 special cards that are going to make up what we're going to call the storyboard of your deck. Okay, I got that. So like we said before, we're going to start with your hero. And your hero can be any legendary character that you want in your story. But what if my hero's a villain? Like this Ursula? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. As long as it's legendary and it's a character, it doesn't matter if it's an actual hero or a villain. I mean, Disney's already shown us that villains can have their own movies and be the hero in it as well. I mean, we had Maleficent and Cruella. Both movies did that. Yes. And Scar, when he saved the Pride Lands and Simba ran off or something. That's my favorite part. Yeah, I think Scar is just a villain in that movie. But either way, not only do you need your hero, you're going to need their trusty ally. So, along with that legendary card, you need a character card that has a subtype of ally. Okay, so I need to add Flotsam and Jetsam, for my Ursula. I got it. Well, I mean, you don't have to have just Flotsam and Jetsam. You can have any character that has ally on it. So as long as you do that, you're fine. It could be Flounder or even a card like Diablo. So any ally. It doesn't matter the color or anything. Oh, okay. Exactly. And the last thing you're going to need is your iconic song. The one thing about the song that you have to remember, though, is it has to be able to be sung by your main hero. So whoever you pick for the hero, just make sure that song's cost is either the same or lower than the hero that you picked. So with my Ursula and my Diablo, I can add Be Prepared, and it's okay to have 3 ink colors? Absolutely. So the idea is your deck identity is going to be consistent of these 3 cards that you have in your storyboard. And so as long as the other 97 cards fall within the colors of those 3 cards, you're good to go. All right, is there anything else I need to know? The one thing to remember is these 3 cards are going to be in an area we're going to call your storyboard. So your hero, your ally, and your iconic song are going to go over there. And think of it kind of like your hand, but your opponent, they can't interact with it. So they can't make you discard the cards or anything like that. But at any point, as long as you have enough ink, you can play those cards right from your storyboard. Okay. The only other thing is there's an ink tax. Oh boy, I like taxes. I mean, it's not really taxes, but Essentially, every time you play one of these cards, you're going to add 1 to your ink tax. So it's a cumulative number, and each time you play one of these cards, you're going to have to pay their cost plus whatever the ink tax is. So if turn 3 you play your Diablo, and then you get to want to play Be Prepared, well, it's going to cost 1 more. So now instead of 7 ink, it's going to be 8 ink. So deck, friends, taxes, anything else before we play? So to play the game, we got to determine who goes first, and that's easy. We're just going to roll dice, and whoever has the highest number, well, they're going to go first. And going clockwise, the next person will go, and the next person. But if you go first, you still get to draw a card. Nice. Drawing cards is tight. So the only real special rules outside of playing the game like you normally would is the fact that, well, your storyboard cards, they have some special rules. If one of your cards were to get banished or, returned to your hand or something like that, you're going to have the choice to either do that or put it back in your storyboard. So the good thing is sometimes when it goes to, let's say, your banished pile, if you have something else like a song or a character that can maybe pull them out, well, you can cast them from your hand without having to pay the ink cost or the ink tax. But if you put it back in your storyboard, well, you have access to it, but you would have to pay the ink tax. So just keep that in mind. And then the other thing is shift. Yeah, shift is still going to be possible from your characters, whether it's your ally or your hero. You can use shift and there is no ink tax. So because you're going to have another character on the board with the same name, we've kind of felt that it's okay to get around the ink tax in that specific example. All right, and what about the song? Like, how does the ink tax work with my Be Prepared? Well, songs are a little different. And with our testing, well, we kind of decided, yes, you can sing the song, but you're still going to have to pay the ink tax. So as an example, if your ink tax is 2 and you're wanting to sing Be Prepared, it's going to cost you 9. So realistically, you're going to need that Maleficent Dragon in order to sing it. If not, you're just going to have to pay the ink for it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense. And I know that some people don't like certain cards like Diablo and Be Prepared. I mean, are there any cards I can't use? Well, that's actually a great question. We've only found one card to kind of be a problem, and that's A Whole New World. Yeah, we all know that this card is a feel bad when you have to discard your hand and redraw your cards. And realistically, it's not bad when it's in the 97. So we're going to be okay with it being in your, deck of the 97. But we just feel like it's a little too powerful as your iconic song, being able to sing it multiple times. So right now, that's the only card we have banned, and it's only banned as being the iconic song. Now, we'll work with the community, and as people have tested the format even more, even though we've already tested many games and many hours, we'll figure out if there's any other cards that either need to be banned from the storyboard or maybe just from the format in general. But as of now, it's really just that one card. Well, this sounds like a great format, and I can't wait to give it a try. Thank you for your time, and we'll see if we can make this more official at some point of a format. No, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And again, thank you for taking the time to listen to us. I'm excited that maybe more people can play this format, and maybe it becomes official soon. Hey, Johnny, I got a new format that I came up with. Huh?